No, we're ready.
We're just diving right in.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Golden Ratio Podcast. I am Jen, GR Mom, joined as always by GR Dad.
Hi.
I probably shouldn't say joined as always because this is one of the few times we've been together in a long time.
Yeah, but for the podcast purposes, I think we've done pretty well.
Next week, we're going to podcast together, but from Maryland. So it will kind of be over distance, except we'll be together over distance. I know, right?
There's my head blowing up.
All right. The cocktail of the week this week is the South Side, which may have been the cocktail of the week in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So the South Side is lemon juice, simple syrup, mint, and gin, which is like a daiquiri where you swap rum and gin and lemon and lime juice.
I like gin.
It's
so
like a
this is good for me.
mojito, lemon, mint, but with gin, like Tom Collins with like mint. It's just like a super classic cocktail, the South Side. Delish. And we're having it tonight because many a year ago,
Ta-da!
I bought a lemon tree. Very pretty.
Where were you at the time?
Is that lemon tree from Maryland?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible. I definitely had some citruses in Maryland that I had in pots in the house, and then we brought them down here and put them in the ground. I don't know if that lemon tree was one of those or if I got it at Home Depot or... Anyway, we have a lemon tree, and it's like 10 feet tall.
It is.
It has made 0 lemons until last year.
6 years, yeah.
And it made 1 lemon.
It was a good sized lemon, though. That was a plus size lemon.
And we kept watching. I mean, I feel like it's been a year.
It's been months.
We've been watching this lemon. It was a little tiny nub of a lemon, and then it was bigger and bigger, and then it was a big green lemon.
Yep. None of its friends made it out of blossom status.
1 lemon. And then it got yellow, and it's been yellow for like 2 months, but you pull on it and it didn't want to come off. And we're like, we're going to let the lemon ripen.
It was just a recipe for woodiness. I mean, it felt like this was going to be a disaster lemon.
So I've been gone for just about 2 weeks, and I got back yesterday, and I was like, how's the house? How's the dog? How's everything? How's the lemon? And I went up to the lemon and I gave it a tug, and it didn't come off, and I let go, and then it fell to the ground. The lemon was finally ripe. And
it has friends now.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about citrus trees, like lots of trees, especially up north, it's like they bloom, they make fruits, you pick the fruits, and then there's like winter, and then there's no fruits, and then they bloom and they do it again. But citrus trees have blossoms and last year's fruits on them at the same time. Sometimes they have like a full year. They have fruits that showed up last year and then also new fruits from this year. And that's what our lemon tree was like now. This lemon that we are drinking tonight was last year's crop. And then the new lemons from the bloom that happened like 6 weeks ago
are also growing.
Our key lime was like that too. We had a couple of last year's key limes on it. But now all the new key limes, they're not ready. They're not ripe yet, but they're coming in.
We're going to have a bumper crop, I hope, of key limes.
A fuckload of key limes. That tree is laden. But the lemon tree's got like at least a dozen lemons on it now.
This is just groundbreaking for this tree. It has finally decided, after 6 years, that it also can produce fruit.
Oh,
it's
so
done a
exciting.
crappy job of making leaves so far. They're all curled up and wonky, and it almost died. And
I think it had like 1 leaf at one point.
Yeah.
Like the whole tree, 1 leaf.
It's been real touch and go. I think it came from Maryland. I think this is the one.
It probably did.
This one and the other key lime came from Maryland.
I just see like these citrus trees, these orange trees, these grapefruit trees in like California and New Orleans. And they're these big giant trees with like all these big bright fruits on them. And I was like, I want those. We have an orange tree. That thing's produced bupkis.
We're growing it on a septic tank. This is
the former site of a septic tank.
The former site of a septic tank that was not removed. It was just deseptified. So there's a bunch of sand in there. There's like porcelain. I don't know what there's.
Porcelain.
I don't know what they use. Charcoal, whatever septic tanks use to function. This is real mysterious down there. I bet the citrus trees are like, what is going on here?
Anyway, we picked the lemon. And tonight I was like, I need to make a cocktail with lemon. And we also grow mint. Dad's doing a great job tending to the mint crop.
You'd think it'd be easy to grow mint, which is a weed everywhere else, but we've had actually mixed results with mint.
Yep.
It tends to get crowded out by all the native weird stuff.
So we've got some mint in a pot, like a big pot up here.
Yeah.
And so...
Organic, though. Fully organic.
Yeah, there's no phosphochemicals on that.
Certainly not.
So this cocktail is made with our lemon and our mint. We did not grow the sugar cane ourselves for the sugar, nor did we make the gin. But still, it's pretty damn good. And I made 2 of them because there was just enough juice in the lemon for 2 cocktails. And I tasted it and I was like, oh no, it's so sweet.
So good,
And
I think.
I handed it over to Ingo, and I think he waited a minute, and then he took a sip, and he's like, oh, this is great.
I
It's
love
so
the
sweet.
Yeah, I think the lemon is already kind of sweet. It was such a big lemon.
Yeah, you really got to test your citrus before you make cocktails. Like add less sugar first, because if you get a sweeter citrus, it can get oversweet, at least for me real
What's
fast.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
no, I'm fine.
Anyway, there you go. Lemons grown at our house. Pretty awesome.
Now, gone.
Yeah. Now we have to wait for next
Now
year.
we have to wait for next year. We still have mint, though. We still have mint left over.
I made myself, because this cocktail was too sweet, I made myself a mojito with your mint.
With our mint.
With our mint. I'm just very impressed at your tending to the
Cultivated mint.
Yeah, the cultivations.
That's so funny.
Okay. I don't have anything for administrative corner. Do you?
I can't think of anything administrative. But I love administrative corner, and I have... Is there any fish scandal we can refer to?
Well,
That's traditionally part.
I
It has
know.
become traditionally. It has recently become part of administrative corner.
it is administrative corner and fish scandal updates, but there aren't any. I got one thing that a friend of the squad, C with a PhD, sent.
Come on, squeeze something in, because I like having something for administrative corner. Jeez.
Okay. This is like in the spirit of fish scandals, but there's no fish. Illegally imported goose intestines hidden under rattlesnakes, federal authorities say. I mean, it's got the spirit. It's got the vibes of a fish
I
scandal.
will allow it because I want it to be part of administrative corner.
6 people, this is from the AP. 6 people were arrested in New York on Tuesday on charges of illegally importing goose and duck intestines from China, in some cases by hiding them under packaged rattlesnakes or mislabeling them as pet grooming products on custom forms, federal officials
That's
announced.
what I got on Amazon last time instead of the pet grooming products.
The scheme, which also included illegal imports of duck blood and hawthorn fruit,
Come on. Are they all witches? Is it
involved
witches?
transporting the restricted food items from China to California and then on to New York, where they were sold to customers, including restaurants, authorities said in a complaint filed Monday. The 6, who are expected to appear in federal court in Brooklyn later Tuesday, are charged with importing, storing, and selling hundreds of pounds of illegal food items between August 2022 and May 2023. Messages seeking comment were sent to their attorneys. Now, you can see this picture here. There's like some packaged rattlesnake meat.
They're dead rattlesnakes from
For
China?
eating. Chinese rattlesnakes for eating.
What the?
Federal law prohibits importing any raw poultry products from China, and hawthorn fruit from China is also restricted.
You know why? Because of COVID stuff.
Do you think she actually needs to go out?
Yes.
Okay, let's pause it. We'll pick this up. Ingo's not back yet, but Zola has taken his microphone in her mouth. This is some real dog podcast stuff going on here. So, Ingo, I think you'll notice that your microphone is both damp and fluffy. While you were away, Zola picked it up and decided to use it as a toy. I did record some of it for the fans.
It looks like she used it as a brush.
It's very floofy.
As
Would
one
you
of
like a new
like-
sock for it? I've
No,
got
I'm good.
extras.
I'm gonna
Tough it out.
enjoy this. this real life incident.
She dragged it all the way across the floor. I'll play you back the audio when we're done. It's very funny.
She's an agent of chaos.
Yes, she is. Okay, picking back up with our AP News story.
Excellent.
If you recall...
Rattlesnakes in my pants.
Yeah. According to the complaint, 1,966 cartons of goose and duck intestines were shipped in August 2022 from China to the port of Long Beach, where they were identified as nail clippers and other pet grooming products on customs forms. Thank you. Okay, this is going to be a slow pod. That's okay. All right, you're back again.
There seem to be new dog tooth prints in my microphone, but those are the old ones.
That microphone doesn't sound like it's on. Just put that up to your face again.
Well.
That's better.
So it looks like there's a little vampire that chomped into my microphone while I was not here.
No, it was just the first time.
Little vampire.
Okay, so that's pretty much that for the rattlesnake story.
Yep. It's
That's a lot of
gross
rattlesnakes.
and bad.
All right, are we ready for dog updates?
Yes.
Zola's here.
We can hear her right now. She has something to say.
That's actually Feta making the like sounds.
The yipping was Zola. I mean, the mellifluous singing was Zola. And the grumbling, growling, weird sounds are Feta's.
Feta and Zola are absolute best friends. They chomp each other.
Keep each other's teeth from each other.
No, they're real chompy.
Right.
But yeah, so I flew Zola down here yesterday. She was a little champion at the airport. She like slept the whole time in her little bag under the seat.
That's so good.
Yeah, I was so worried she was going to pee on something. And I, at one point, like when we were kind of in the last 45 minutes, I tried to take her to the bathroom and I put a little pee pad down and she just like laid down. She's like, I'm tired, lady. So I put her back in her little bag and she went to sleep. She was great.
It's like she's made to fly.
Yeah. All the introductions went great. Remy did not try to eat her.
He's wanted to play with her, actually.
Yeah, tried a little bit. They have not really played yet because Feta is like finally a bitey partner.
It goes both ways, though. Feta was trying to walk away a few times today, and Zola is just chomping. Zola is the karma that Feta deserves. Feta's been chomping Remy and chomping Vink, and Zola comes and just chomps Feta now.
Yeah.
Feta's like, I think I'm done. And Zola's like, no, you're not.
But they're doing great. Zola slept just like free in the house last night. No accidents.
Yeah.
Didn't eat anything.
As far as we know, the cables are all still in one piece.
Indeed.
Wires are still connected.
So that's good.
She's so cute.
Yeah, share your thoughts about
I know
her.
you've reported this before, but she's like a perfect little golden retriever puppy. She's like from the calendars.
Yes, she is.
Feta's weird looking, and I think she's not a golden retriever.
We'll do a DNA test.
I bet she's half wiener dog.
It's going to show that she's 100%
Proud wiener dog.
that bitch. Wiener dog.
Well, maybe. There's something off about Feta. And having Zola as the perfect little fluff ball has not helped Feta's standards. Zola
Feta,
is adorable.
I think you're perfect, Feta. But Zola is so freaking cute.
Adorable.
Yep.
Holy cow. She's so much younger than Feta was when we got her, too. So it's like we're getting a whole different level of teddy bear.
She's very adorable.
Oh, she's almost fake.
So she's only been here for like 24 hours. So far, so good.
She's quite popular with me.
Yes, with everyone, I think.
There she goes.
I hope she doesn't pee on anything.
Nope, she likes to eat rocks.
I did have one other dog update, which is we'd like to discuss the fish that Feta caught in the snaps.
Yes.
And there was much debate over whether that fish was alive or dead when she caught it.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think it was someone's bait fish that they threw off the dock, and it was dead or nearly dead a long time ago, and when Feta got it, it was floating.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why Feta could catch it, too. And also, the next day, another dead fish washed up.
Whoa.
That was clearly a, bait fish. And then the day after, Feta found some chicken cutlet of the sea, which is actually just chicken cutlet.
Somebody's like, yeah, we got this like leftover food. Let's just throw it in the water because I bet something will eat it. And what happens is that it just washes up on our beach.
They're not wrong. It's just feta that eats it.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I do not like it though, because I think this is not the place for it. I mean, if you're out in the Pacific, maybe, and there's 1,000 sharks.
These are fucking tourists that just
yeah.
are like, oh, the ocean swallows everything. And it's like, man, my
Exactly.
house is like right here.
I'm going to feed the fish. Oh, we've gotten like lettuce and, like
gross, yeah.
bits and pieces of people's meals, and it's just not necessary, guys.
No.
Just use the trash. It's fine.
Don't throw your stuff in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, Zola is the big intro.
Everybody loves Zola.
Yeah.
We do have still neighbors who are lining up virtually to see Zola.
You know what? They'll get here when there's time. It's like when you bring a baby home, you don't need everybody coming on the first day.
I think we should auction off slots.
I like it. All right, we're going to slightly push through the pod because the other dog update is that Guac has a hematoma in his other ear.
Which is a squishy balloon-like lump.
Yep. So I'm taking him to the vet. We have to be there in 32 minutes. It's like a 15-minute drive, so we're going to
try. There
We'll
could
get
be
there.
an intermission.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's fine. We got it. All right. Taste of the Keys. We have two options. One, in Keys Weekly, from two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning friend of the squad, journalist Gwen Filosa.
I mean, that wins.
Bikers start fight on Big Pine Key after seeing a rival gang shirt, sheriff says. And then we got like a cop photo of two pagans, like biker
They're laid
jean
out
jackets
like
kind of things.
like the cocaine bust.
And then a T-shirt that says, support your local outlaws.
Oh, my goodness.
4 Florida Keys men were arrested on Saturday after a fight at Big Pine Key that started over a T-shirt. A 3-versus-1 scuffle happened at 12:30 p.m. at the Boardwalk Bar and Grill. 3 of the men arrested belong to the Pagans Motorcycle Club, the sheriff's office said. They are, we don't need to give their names, Pagans is one of the groups the federal government defines as, quote, outlaw motorcycle gangs, and they are highly structured criminal outfits committing violent crimes and trafficking guns and drugs. The arrest came after deputies said 49-year-old Jeffrey Jones of Key West was at the restaurant's bar wearing a black T-shirt with white lettering that reads, support your local outlaws. 3 pagans showed up wearing their gang clothing, deputies said, and proceeded to forcibly walk him outside the restaurant and hold him against his will. They stripped him of his outlaw's T-shirt and then pinned him between 2 vehicles. That's when deputies arrived. Initially, the sheriff's office said Jones was a member of the Outlaws, but later Sunday put out another statement. In further news, after his arrest, Jones told detectives he is not an Outlaws member. He was just wearing the T-shirt showing his support for them.
Believable.
No one connected the fight. Even the restaurant's management wanted to cooperate with law enforcement. After 11 warnings from deputies, Jones once more tried to leave. So he tried to leave, and deputies were like, no. And then he tried to leave, and they're like, no. And they did it like 11 times, and then he tried to leave again, and then they put him in handcuffs and arrested him on a charge of obstructing a criminal investigation.
No.
So all 4 were in jail. The pagan members have bonds of at least $150,000. And then the DEA got involved, and they were looking at security because management refused to turn over the security video.
Where was it?
It
Big
was
Pine.
on Big Pine.
Okay, well, that's
Boardwalk Bar and Grill, 31044 Avenue A.
shady.
On Big Pine. I mean, so there you go. Outlaw biker gang in the Keys.
I thought we were this quaint little town. We got pagans
Biker gangs. The Outlaws and the Pagans.
facing off at the back streets.
When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette.
When you're a
to
pagan.
Last night day. All right. The other Taste of the Keys is from the Miami Herald. David Goodhue. The headline is, he invited protected key deer into home for cheese, and one watched Fox News.
Wait, what? No, what?
Where else can you shark fish off the dock and feed baby deer fresh avocado at the same time? A Florida Keys man asked his Facebook friends in October. His answer was Big Pine Key.
And
That's
jail.
where.
And jail.
So you guys, the key deer are highly endangered and very protected, and you are not allowed to interact with them or touch them or certainly feed them. It is illegal. And this guy posted all these pictures of like the deers coming in his house, and he'd like feed them cheese.
Oh no.
And
Oh
stuff.
no.
And then
These are federal laws he's breaking.
yes, and some people are like, "Oh, keep feeding the deer," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm doing my best."
Some people, aka Deputy Smith.
Looks like he's giving this one some squeeze cheese.
Which I understand, but, we have dogs.
On this episode of Oh Dear, he writes on his Facebook account, the kids were misbehaving as always. There's a deer in my bedroom, one by the sofa. I'm trying to find a bottle of Tito's and dealing with this furry shit show.
Oh.
Now, this guy is on probation for cocaine trafficking in Key West, so just throwing that in there.
Yeah, he doesn't know any of the laws.
And apparently they came into his house and he was watching Fox News and they joined him. So.
And what, has he been arrested? What's going on here?
Yeah, he got arrested for it.
Okay, good.
There you go. I think
that's good.
German word of the week?
The German word of the week was requested from a follower.
Put that mic closer to your mouth.
Was requested by a follower.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a sign in, I think she saw a post about it that said, Rumzicken verboten. So rumzicken, R-U-M-Z-I-C-K-E-N.
Rumzicken.
Rumzicken. The Z is like sharp.
Zicken. Yep.
Zicken. Verboten. Which loosely translates, as she said, into no bitching. Zicken is to be kind of bitchy. A
Like
zicka
me?
is a word for a female goat.
Oh, okay. So it's
So-
in line.
It's sort of in line. It's misogynistic at its heart.
Uh-huh.
But it can mean to be, to clutch one's pearls or to, complain too much about stupid stuff. And so rumzicken verboten means just chill out, everyone. Just settle down.
No whining.
Yes. No whining would be a good way to put it. Yes.
Yep,
A non-misogynistic way. Yes. Because bitching, I guess, is also misogynistic. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
What do you know?
I like it.
Anyway, rumzicken. So Kathy Gribble was
Rumzicken.
the follower who sent it to me.
I like it.
Yes.
All right. Do you have an item for Ingo Corner? I thought you said you had another item.
I do have I have a story from the Conch Life.
Uh-huh.
And the more I think about it, maybe it's AI generated. Part of it is the story is fine, but also part of it is that the writing is so bad.
Oh.
So let me see if I can find it now because, of course, it's in one of my windows that's open. I don't know. Hang on. I don't know. I can't do it with my left hand, Jen. I can't work my phone.
You got to hold your mic closer to your mouth even if it's in your left hand.
I'm an old man, and I can't make this work. Here we go. Here we go. So the headline was, this is from March 6th, from the Conch Life editor, so nobody wants to be responsible for this article.
Mm-hmm.
Monroe County State Attorney's Office secures significant conviction in protection of natural resources.
Yes, this story.
A significant legal victory was achieved by the Monroe County State Attorney's Office in the fight to safeguard Florida's natural resources. So it's either a high school intern or AI.
Okay.
The accused was convicted on multiple counts of violating state fishing laws, emphasizing the community's dedication to the conservation of marine life. The case, led by senior misdemeanor attorney Paul Vargo, unfolded through the vigilant efforts of Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation officers.
Okay.
Here's how it happened. During routine patrol near Boca Chica,
Boca Chica Key.
it says Boca Chica because this is probably AI, FWC officers, two of them, encountered Mr. Valdez engaged in illegal fishing activities. In an act of outstanding commitment, Officer Allen
Jesus.
dove into the water to retrieve evidence as Mr. Valdez attempted to dislodge fish and lobsters from his swimwear. He's throwing them out of his pants.
This might be like a PR release from the sheriff's office.
I mean, it's terrible. Subsequent, who writes like that? Law enforcement. Subsequent to his arrest, additional lobsters were discovered concealed within his trunks. So he had his pants full of lobsters, highlighting the deliberate nature of these violations. So he faced all these charges: interference and obstruction of an FWC officer, one count of possession of undersized gray snapper, one count of exceeding the gray mangrove snapper bag limit, which is, I guess, 0, 5 counts of possessing lobster tails, 5 counts of harvesting or possessing undersized lobsters.
Jeez.
They really piled on the charges where he had 5 lobster tails and 1 fish. So judge imposed a sentence of 30 days in county jail along with 12 months of probation, which encompasses a total ban on fishing and water activities in Monroe County for a year, which is 12 months of probation.
Yes, a year is 12 months.
Fine of $500, court cost of $348, and a requirement to attend an FWC educational program. This conviction is a clear indicator of our firm commitment to the preservation of all our natural resources.
Wow.
Blah, 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 blah. And that's quotes from the Assistant State Attorney Paul Vargo, who was the Assistant State Misdemeanor Attorney a while ago.
Oh.
The sentence sends a powerful message about the importance of respecting our natural resources. These 5 lobster tails would have decimated... It doesn't say that. The meticulous work by the FWC has once again proven invaluable in preserving the natural bounty of the beautiful Florida Keys.
Wow.
Because this case is a testament to the effective cooperation between the Monroe County State Attorney's Office and the FWC, aimed at enforcing the laws designed to protect and preserve Florida's rich marine life for the enjoyment and benefit of generations to come.
All right, just to be clear, like this whole drama is because the guy had like 5 lobster tails in his shorts?
And a snapper.
And a snapper.
That's it.
Huh.
That's all they found. He must have thrown 1 overboard. The guy dove to get it. I mean, this sounds terrible. And also, the effective cooperation between the Monroe County State Attorney's Office and the FWC is exactly what Law and Order says in every episode.
Dun, dun.
The police investigate. The prosecutors bring the cases to trial. This is the effective cooperation that is baked into the system. It doesn't work without it. Man, this writing is awful. I mean, good. Look, taking a step back, great that the guy went to jail for a while. 30 days is pretty good for 5 lobster tails, and they should take care of this stuff, and it's great. So, but the writing this is not the crime of the century, nor is it the impossible to get conviction.
No kidding.
They had the lobster tails. He probably confessed.
I mean, he just pulled him out of his shorts. There's probably a video.
Confessed. He probably didn't even have a lawyer. There's no mention of a public defender or a lawyer in here. So anyway, there you go.
All right.
Don't stuff lobster tails down your pants.
Yep.
And you'll stay out of jail.
Good advice.
That's right. Our unwavering commitment to the protection of the beautiful Florida wildlife will be tested. I don't know. It just bothered me for some reason.
No, it's way over the top. Not a little. It's way over the top.
It was way over the top, yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to take Wacko Man to the vet.
Yes. Get his ear deflated. Like a little balloon, and it'll go... Maybe it'll make that, like... sound that balloons make.
If it does, I'll record it. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time, Slava Ukraini. And don't put anyone unless they ask you to.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.